Hello everyone, welcome back to Sauce by Chinwe. If you are new here, my name is Chinwe, and on this channel, I teach soap making, soap business tips, and everything you need to know to produce quality soaps that customers will love and keeps coming back. In today's video, we are going to discuss a very important topic: common mistakes that ruin laundry bar soap and how to avoid them. Many beginners spend money on raw materials, follow a recipe, and still end up with a soap that is too short, cracks easily, doesn't form well, or even irritates the skin. The good news is that most of these problems can be avoided. So if you are a beginner or even an experienced soap maker, stay with me until the end because I'll be sharing some mistakes that could be costing you money and customers. Let's get started. Before we start, I want to let you all know that my soap making training is currently on mid-year discount. Slots are limited. Kindly message me if you would love to register. So after registration, you will enjoy the following benefits: comprehensive training materials and class notes, step-by-step practical guidance on laundry bar soap production, access to ask questions and receive clarification during and after the training, tips on ingredient selection, measurements and common mistakes to avoid, guidance on costing, pricing and profit-making strategies. During the course of the training, I will always be there to support you to help you achieve the best results from your production. The training is designed to equip you with the knowledge and confidence needed to start producing quality laundry bar soap successfully. So feel free to let me know if you have any other question. Now let's continue. Number one common mistake that ruins your laundry bar soap is using incorrect measurements. This is one of the most common mistakes that ruin laundry bar soaps, especially soaps in general. Any soap you're making at all. If your measurement is incorrect, you're not getting a quality soap. There is no way you're getting a quality soap. Some people estimate ingredients instead of weighing them properly. You know, a little excess or shortage of an ingredient can completely change the quality of your soap. When measurements are wrong, soap may become too soft, foam may reduce, soap may crack, soap may dissolve too quickly. So how do you avoid this? Always use a good weighing scale and follow your recipe exactly. Follow the right recipe. Make sure that your scale is working well. You know, some scales, they malfunction. So before you use anyone, make sure your scale is working well. Don't guess. Don't estimate. Just try and measure your ingredients accurately. Number two mistake is adding ingredients in the wrong order. If you watch my videos, you will see that I add my ingredients one by one. And I don't even mix the caustic and the soda, the additives, in same bowl. You will see that I always have two separate bowls. Never mixing my ingredients. The order of adding ingredients matters. Some ingredients need to be added before others for proper blending. Wrong sequence can cause separation, lumps, poor texture, especially separation. If you don't add your ingredients in order, your soap, your mixture will separate. Your soap, you have soap separation. As a soap maker, you must have experienced that before. You have what? Soap separation. How to avoid this? Make sure you follow your production procedure step by step. Follow it accurately. Don't skip stages. Don't rush. You know, soap making, you need patience. If you don't have patience, you can't produce soaps. If you are just rushing everything, you might miss one of the ingredients. You will just be missing things. So you take your time. In fact, before production, you make sure that all your ingredients are complete. They are in order. If it takes for you to write them down somewhere in a paper, write it down. Write it down. Use that your paper for your production. Write it somewhere so you will not forget. There is no rushing in soap making so that you will not make mistake. Because as soap makers, you know that the slightest mistake in your soap, you can get a bad soap at the end of the day. You have a bad soap. So just take your time, measure your ingredients correctly, and follow your recipe orderly. Number three mistake is inadequate mixing. Sometimes soap makers don't mix long enough. They just do it rush. And you and I know that in soap making, you don't rush. You take your time to mix your ingredients properly so that everything can combine and dissolve, all your chemicals to dissolve. The soap may look fine from the outside but have inconsistent quality inside. You'll be seeing patches, you'll be seeing dots, your color did not mix well, the soda ash and the caustic, you did not mix it well because of what? Inadequate mixing. Make sure you take your time whenever you're mixing your soap. Take your time and mix your soap so that everything can combine evenly. So how do you avoid inadequate mixing? Mix thoroughly until all ingredients are well combined. Take your time during the mixing stage. Don't rush. Mistake number 4 is poor record keeping. This is one mistake many soap makers don't talk about. Imagine doing a business and you're not taking records of your goods. You're not taking records of your chemicals, of your oils, nothing. Your production process, you're not taking any record. When a batch turns out excellent, some people forget to record what they did. When a batch fails, they don't know what went wrong. So how do you avoid this? Keep a record production book. Keep a production record book. Record your ingredients used. Record your quantities. The date. Always write dates. Your ingredients. Record them down. Your observations. You might be doing a particular production. You'll be having ideas. Once those ideas come, these ideas, some of them are ideas to improve your soap making business. So you write them down so you will not forget. This will help you improve consistently. Number 5 mistake is poor cutting technique. Improper cutting can ruin the appearance of your soap. Some people use soap molds. Some use silicone. Like for me, you can see that I use a table cutter for my soap. That is because I want to get uniform sizes. And because this is for business, is necessary. Some common problems that include when you don't cut your soap properly are you will be getting uneven sizes. Your soap will not be equal. I know if your soaps are not equal, you are running into losses. Yes, because some of the soaps will be bigger, some will be smaller, some will be looking rough. So it will not give your soap that attractive look. So try to use a cutter or molds that you know that you can be getting uniform sizes. Mistake number 6 is not allowing your soap to cure properly. Some people start selling their soap immediately after production. This is a mistake some soap makers make. Soap needs time to stabilize and harden. It needs time to go through the saponification process. When curing is kept, soap remains soft. Soap may dissolve quickly and the performance may be affected. Your soap will not be that good again. It will not be effective. It will not have that quality that your soap is supposed to have. So how do you avoid this? Allow your soap to cure properly before selling it or using it. Number 7 mistake is unmolding too early. As a soap maker, we understand, which I used to do this. I will not lie. Every time I'll be checking the soap, this time to unmold, despite knowing that this is the number of hours the soap is supposed to stay. You know, we're always curious. We want to know how our soap is. Yes, that curiosity. But let's just try to control ourselves by allowing our soap to harden up before unmolding. Okay? You know, many beginners, they become so excited and remove their soap from the mold too soon. When this happens, you know, the soap will bend. It may crack. The shape might even change. For you to even put your soap back into the mold will be a problem. The edges now might be damaged or it will be rough. Your soap will not be smooth again. So let's just try to exercise patience. How do you avoid this? Allow your soap enough time to set properly before removing it from the mold. Just try. I know that it's not easy. Me as a soap maker, I know. Whenever I make a soap, you just be touching. You'll be touching the soap. So let's just try to avoid this. Sometimes the touch and all those things can as well affect our soap, the end result of our soap. So let's just try. Number 8 mistake, things that ruins our laundry bar soap. And this is the last. This one is supposed to even be the first, but it's there to leave it to the end. This one is very important in soap making. Ignoring safety precautions. You know, in soap making, you're working with chemicals. Soap making involves chemicals that requires what? Careful handling. Especially the caustic soda. Make sure you always wear your gloves. Some people work without gloves. Like me, I know that there are some of the chemicals that I do work with. I don't even bother wearing gloves because those chemicals are not harmful to the skin. But especially when it comes to caustic, always protect yourselves. Wear your, if you notice when my production, I do wear this apron. It's to protect myself against harmful chemicals. The chemical can just pour or splash. So imagine that I'm just wearing something that is light, or it will burn me, or it will burn my hands. It might burn my skin. If you have a lab coat, you can wear it. This is chemistry. It's mixture of chemicals. So how do you avoid these mistakes in soap making? Always prioritize safety during production. Safety first. So sometimes you see the distance I stay to stir my caustic soda. I'm not saying this to impute fear in anybody, but whatever you're doing, you know that you're handling chemicals, so you need to be careful. There are things that you're not even supposed to be told. You should know that these are chemicals and should be very cautious when handling chemicals. Protect yourself and those around you, especially if you're a mom. Try your possible best to keep these chemicals away from your children. Instruct them, tell them these chemicals are harmful. Educate them that they should not go close to it. Always keep your chemicals in a safe place whereby somebody cannot just mistakenly go there to collect or to touch anything. Keep your things, keep your environment neat, keep your chemicals, store them in containers. If possible, store your chemicals in containers. So these are some of the common mistakes that ruin laundry bar soap and how to avoid them. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my soap making tutorials. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.